So 2 years after the flood of 2013, I'm still in the same basement that I ran to when the flood started to breach the banks. And I've just have a lot less house than I had before that. So I don't feel like I'm much further. Well, I've torn it down, and that wasn't an easy decision. That took me a long time to consider. Based on the problems that my particular house had, it was necessary to solve all the problems that the flood contributed to. The rest of this delay is finances. There's very little insurance. They didn't cover the whole problem. It was simply sewer backup. And the help from the government took a year to come through anyway, and then wasn't quite enough to solve the big problem. So that's why it's been 2 years. So the flood was June 20th, and my mother passed away October 3rd. She was ill before that, so we were dealing with her illness at the same time as the cleanup and the impact of the flood. And I think, like I've said before, it just puts everything into perspective. This is ultimately just stuff. I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem for me going forward that I lost this stuff, and it's a financial problem, but it's not family. And it just takes losing a family member to understand what's ultimately important. And so the loss of my mother put the flood into perspective. Some assurances of upstream mitigation occurring. I think that you'll find anybody downstream from the Trans-Alta Dam would feel much better if we knew that this would never happen again. I think all of Calgary would take a sigh of relief, and there would be confidence in the area, people living down here. And maybe potentially people who want to live down here would come if they knew there was those assurances. And I think that goes for all upstream mitigation. I really feel like it's important that
just glance out at the river.
Our leaders in this province take it seriously what happened to this city a couple of years ago, and they understand that can never happen again.